been wondering where those 80,000 permits that have already been approved by the state of Arizona to build in the Phoenix area. Can't tell you where all of them are, but I can tell you where 10,000 of them are, and 5,000 of them are breaking ground in early 2024. Don't go anywhere because we're going to talk about Blossom Rock coming to Apache Junction right after this. If you were watching the news a few years ago, we saw D.R. Horton soak up a bunch of uncharted desert, and it has been very controversial over the last, pretty much decade. Located just between Southeast Mesa, kind of Eastmark, and Gold Canyon, there has been desert that forever has been public land, and it was auctioned off, like I said, to D.R. Horton. Now, D.R. Horton started to build a small community called Radiance at Superstition Vistas already about a year ago. So you can pick up D.R. Horton homes for in the low 400s in this price point. But I'll be honest with you, right now, it seems like you're out in the middle of nowhere. But what's coming is going to change the Southeast Valley forever. About 10 years ago, we saw Eastmark come into the Southeast Mesa area, and it completely changed Southeast Valley and also the standard for master plan communities. Eastmark is still just one of the nation's top rated, top requested communities with absolutely everything from parks to shopping to schools to skate park to a fishing park to farm to splash pads. I could go on and on and on, right? Now imagine Eastmark on steroids, because that is going to be Blossom Rock. Phase 1 is actually just getting ready to break ground. They're going to open up their first sales centers in beginning of 2024. But I'm here to show you today what's coming up so you can watch and we can see this come to life. Phase of Blossom Rock is going to consist of over 200 acres. This is going to include single family homes from all different price points, very diverse, but here's the big part. Every single lot has a minimum of 50 feet wide. And I know people that are coming from like really big lots, they're like, that's small. Well, let me tell you, in my opinion, that is the number one negative we get for Eastmark. And as much as the common area is just absolutely outstanding, the fact that every single lot is so small and everybody's just kind of like right there, that's what most people, if they don't choose Eastmark, that's the reason why. If you're wondering why I keep comparing to Eastmark, because we're talking about 2 miles just east of Eastmark. So this is going to be a strong competitor. Eastmark is almost, well, it's about 3/4 of the way sold out. They'll probably be a lot closer to the end, their closeouts by the time this really kind of starts picking up speed. So they've timed it very well. So we're going to see a mixture of single family homes, like I said, with lots minimum 50 feet wide, some up to 60 feet wide. There are going to be some apartments. There's going to be a 16-acre regional park. It's going to have tons, acres, miles worth of trails and recreation sites. And there's going to be retail, and there's also schools that are going to be located right in this area. Now, if you're wondering what kind of homes are being out there, well, for the most part, they're going to be starting at the 500,000 point and definitely going up, right? right? So in my opinion, the entry point builder is going to be Brookfield Residential, which Brookfield right now is building out in Buckeye, which is literally the opposite side of the entire greater Phoenix area. But if you're trying to get a feel of what they look like, you can look at their homes up at brookfieldresidential.com, and you can see their homes out in Buckeye are starting right now about 400. But again, like I said, I believe that the starting point in Blossom Rock, just because there is higher income levels and there is going to be even more jobs, employment, like high paying jobs coming specifically to this area. We have the LG Energy Battery Campus that is going to be opening up. That is a $6 billion campus that is actually going to be in Queen Creek, which neighbors this particular part of Apache Junction. This area in the Southeast Valley, it's always literally like a trifecta. Like Eastmark is a combination between Mesa and Queen Creek, just down the road from Gilbert. Well, now we're talking about Mesa and Apache Junction and Queen Creek, just kind of all working together. So it is really nice that we see all these cities or towns working together. And here's the best part. There will be 2 freeways, well, kind of 3 freeways, providing access to this part of what is now currently the desert. We have extension 24 off of 202 that's going to be just south of this particular community. And then we have highway interstate 60. Is it an interstate? I don't know. Anyways, we have highway, whatever it's called, 60 that's going to be just north. So you can have great the freeways are already there. So now we're just building in the desert. So we have Brookfield, we talked about. The next level builder is Lennar. Lennar is known for its cookie cutter, like everything is included, no big surprises. When they show their base price, there's usually about $10,000 to $20,000 added on. That's it. And everything is, you basically choose from 3 or 4 different selections. You want white, brown, gray, or black. Like that's it. And they already have the floor picked out. You don't get to change anything. That's the best part about Lennar, but that's also the biggest part people didn't like. So you got to pick and choose. Lennar puts out beautiful homes. And now that they have committed to no less than 50 feet wide lots, I'm going to like that one very much myself. Polti is the next level builder. And Polti is just a little bit, in my opinion, a little bit escalated kind of for that move up buyer. You're going to see slightly larger homes, and you're also going to see some 2 stories. And again, minimum 50, even some 60 feet wide. We don't know how deep the lots are just yet. But again, we're digging for this information for you. So Polti puts out a great product. I love working with Polti. The next level builder is going to be TriPoint. I love the diversity of TriPoint because I'm telling you, they got some starter homes, they got some midpoint homes, and they have luxury homes. The only thing that I haven't had a great experience with in TriPoint in the last couple of years is they do seem to have a problem keeping their project managers. And so as you pass it from one project manager to the next, there's always a loss in time. It was originally, they say 10 to 12 months. It's been closer to 12 to 15 months. So if you're patient, TriPoint puts out a beautiful product. And for the high end, you are not forgotten. One of my absolute favorite luxury national builders, and that's David Weekley. Let me tell you, even in Eastmark, they do have large lots. So they guaranteed a minimum of 50, but that's just a minimum. We'll see where that stands. David Weekley, those price points usually start at around 7 or 8, but you're going to spend somewhere between 20 and 25% at the design center, maybe more. I'm telling you, their model homes are outstanding. I love to just go and take a look at them. But David Weekley homes are going to finish up probably just over that $1 million price point. But again, this is a higher income part of the valley. We're also super close to what once was the GM Proving Grounds, which has turned into a multitude of different testing grounds. Those are all test engineers. We have Boeing just down the road. Northrop Grumman also has some locations not too far from here. And I'm telling you, if you're looking to get closer to nature, this is going to be it. But here's the one thing I would say: don't let anyone tell you that you're going to have a view forever. As our valley continues to grow further east, homes, let me tell you, there are parts in Gilbert, like in Morrison Ranch, where people, when they bought it from the builder, they did have a beautiful mountain view, and it's now obstructed because there's construction or homes or buildings between between their home and the mountain. So I would just say enjoy the views while you have them, but do not let a builder or anyone, in fact, you know what? Don't even go into the builder. You need to give us a call. You need to be represented, even in new construction. We know what questions to ask. We know what to be aware of. We know what to look for. And it comes from experience. So you need to pick up that phone, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Days, nights, or weekends, we got your back. And when you're working with new construction, it does not cost the buyer anything. All our services are paid for by the seller, including the builders. All right, guys, I can't wait to hear from you. I can't wait to see the development. I'm telling you, it's exploding out there. I love getting this B-roll for you. This is all personal B-roll while I'm flying my drone, which, by the way, I would love to hear your input. Do you prefer to have video shot from the ground as you're driving around, or do you like it from aerial so you can see what's around you? I'd really like to hear from you. I'm here for you, whether you have questions or you're ready to buy. Please pick up that phone, give us a call. I can't wait to hear from you. Bye.